Going even further, this strange phenomenon has led to actual academics writing reports that correlate his running to a film's box office success, which is pretty hilarious when you think about it. Simply put,
it's pretty cool.
Meme, it's a joke, it's a given. You get a Tom Cruise movie.
Same thing with
but when I was watching this completely unnecessary scene in Maverick the other day,
if Brad
I thought,
Pitt
why do we
eats
really
the box
care?
office
Why
is
is Tom
normally
Cruise
higher
running such a part of
money-wise.
the
They normally make more money.
More importantly, how the hell do they film this? First things first, it looks really cool. I think that's undeniable. The only other actor who comes close to this level of running aesthetic is probably Daniel Craig. But he doesn't have anywhere near the body of work that Cruise has, and he doesn't look anywhere near as fast. When Cruise is running, he looks like a real-life action figure going 100 miles an hour, hair whipping in the wind, and it's always so much fun. Like this tracking shot in Mission Impossible 3...
I wonder how fast he runs.
Movie moment, which probably speaks to Cruise's commitment to his stunts more than anything. We all know he broke his foot while filming Mission Impossible, and it seems like he's trying to find a new way to kill himself in each movie by doing more and more extreme stunts. But this just means he's committed to the spectacle of what he's creating, which makes him one of the last true action stars we have.
For me, it's about storytelling.
Let me get the camera fixed up a little bit.
I grew up watching, Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, Abbott Costello, they're kind of work that they did, the classics, and they made me laugh and they had tension. So these things that I want to really build stories around it. That's why I started producing Mission Impossible.
And I know that very few other actors have the juice in Hollywood to make the demands he does, so it's not entirely...
He's 60 now. Look at this real quick. 61. 61. And look at him, Val Kilmer. He's 63. 63 versus 61.
Fair to
Val's got some,
like no one else
some
would be able
vitamin
to
C
demand
serum,
that
bro.
they film an entire movie in airborne F-18s. But then again, who else is going to voluntarily learn to fly a fighter jet, or hang off a plane, or break their foot and still finish the take? No one. Too much time, effort, and risk. So it's no surprise that Cruise puts this sort of effort into his running scenes as well. The proof? He got better. Or at least according to an ESPN article earlier this year, where a panel of Olympic athletes said they noticed a huge improvement in his running style during Collateral in 2004, which means that after running in movies for 23 years at the age of 42, he decided that he could still get better and hired a professional coach. He wanted it to look perfect on screen. The initially flailing run with balled up hands evolved into this upright, straight palm style that he's famous for now. And sure, some people think this looks a bit goofy or robotic, and I'm sure he was told this looks better on camera, which is why he's doing it, but he's still really freaking fast.
Yeah,
even
dude, he's flying.
Back style, a blog user calculated that Cruise was running at 15.3 miles per hour during this scene, which equates to a 14.6 second 100-meter sprint, which is not world athlete fast, but in this scene, he's 43, yelling Mandarin at people, travels well over 100 meters. We have no idea how many takes he'd done, and most importantly, he's in full pants and no running shoes.
Wow.
Which is the craziest thing about all his runs. He's never in athletic gear, he's wearing jeans or a suit, and he's still absolutely flying. So no, he's not winning any Olympic records, but Jackie Joyner-Kersee, a 3-time Olympic gold medalist, thinks he could probably run an 11.5 second 100 at 60 years old with a bit more training. Bottom line, he's fast. So fast that he has to slow down for co-stars when they're allowed to run with him. But then how do they make it look this cool? Running scenes are filmed in a lot of creative ways. Like if there's a character traveling at super speed, the actor often runs on what's called a magic carpet, which is basically a long tarp being dragged along by another vehicle, or they get dragged with a weighted wire system that lifts and propels them. By comparison to this, Cruise's running scenes might seem a bit low-key. He's running unassisted for most of his scenes, so surely they just point and shoot, right? Nah.
The one stunt I think that probably was the most difficult may not look like that. He was jumping off rooftops. Now these were tile roofs. It required incredible grace, precision, coordination, and footwork. And it looked so effortless.
Please, you play that, please?
That was tricky. First of all, it was the third to last day shoot of the movie.
What?
And then that final day of the sprint. I couldn't wait to do that sprint.
Which sprint? Yeah, this one. So clearly there's a lot more elements at play than you think. First, Tom has to be great at hitting his marks and just super fast like he already is. Second, the blocking of all the extras needs to be perfect. Third, a setting that emphasizes his speed. Like, this sidewalk is perfect because you have so many stationary objects to contrast with his dynamic movement. And most importantly, you need the infrastructure and tech that can capture someone moving this fast.
Incredible, technology. The camera rig we were using, the Spider Cam, was such a high-tech device.
Spider Cam is basically a bunch of rigging equipment. It's not just one system that we put up. So if somebody has a vision or a shot, we build infrastructure to get our system up in the air, and then we program the shot after that.
Clearly not every one of his running shots has a spider cam or some elaborate setting. Sometimes he's just been filmed from a car or a dolly or a crane sticking out of the Burj Khalifa. But again, his ability to act while moving this fast, like delivering the dialogue and doing whatever's in the script, makes him the world's preeminent action star. Say what you want about his off-screen antics and values, but it's impossible to watch the man put this much effort into his craft without showing some sort of appreciation. And it's not like he's some B-grade actor. It's Tom Cruise, for God's sake. He's had a decorated career and been in some amazing movies. He's a genuinely good dramatic actor.
I'm not through with my examination. Sit down.
But for now, it seems like the rest of his career will be fully invested in pushing the boundaries, creating spectacles, and orchestrating scenes that look amazing in a cinema, which I'm completely fine with.
Yeah, that's gotta be
I'm a
crazy.
bit sad that I probably won't be able to see him in some more dramatic roles, but in a world that's getting taken over by too much CGI and too much green screen, it's incredible that we've got a gatekeeper like Tom Cruise still trying to push out realistic action. So I say, just keep running, Tom, as long as you can. We'll all keep watching.
Yo, that's nice. That is nice. Especially for him being 61 and still pushing all this today. And I'm gonna go see Mission Impossible. Got the fam going out to watch that. That's gonna be fun.